this aggression is putting a bit of a dent on Siler's farm. Initial farm isn't as amazing, although.
Yeah, bot lane. Synq and Xnova both going down, but they
On that spec, which means, all things considered, Chalice is still finding some decent farm, keeping up with Siler at the least, although.
Here we go again. They're going to try. They've got Y there this time with the slow, and Chalice, he's in big, big trouble. There is going to be an ice path, but it is not going to be enough. He tried. That's the classic caster's curse, John. He was doing fine. Then, as soon as you said it, he does end up dying.
It's either Xnova dies, or their Spectre dies, and you would rather have the Jack die every time.
Chalice. He goes on Sylar. He just TPs up towards the top lane, and Sylar is making a run for it. There's a slow coming out from Y, but they are still on the chase. FY, he's going to wrap around with the Enchant Totem and just stun him up a little bit, but Sylar is still on the run, but now the Sonic Wave. Somnus is not playing around. They also get Y latched onto a tree, ironically enough. That'll be a double for the Quap, and maybe even a triple if Synq goes down, but there is not much mana left here on this Quap, except Synq. He has trapped himself up. FY will take the kill himself. I think that's fair enough, considering he does want an early blink timing, of course. Somnus
Lane swap with Chalice, so now he's going to take control of top. They're forcing their Mars down bot, although Xnova's been left alone again.
Ice Path's going to come out. They do have Old 11 coming in, and actually the Shield Crash did not kill him, and now, well, Faith Beyond, he kept going for it. He will eventually get the Swashbuckle off. Now nothing to say, going to TP in on the Prophet, trying to go for the block with the treants. Won't be able to get it, and now nothing to say. Not going to be too deep. They want to go after Faith. In fact, no, they want the Spirit Bear. Chalice going to get a 300 gold for himself. And can also chase down Sylar, who still isn't level 6. So he doesn't have the morph. Somnus going to blink in, doesn't have Sonic Wave, but just goes for the blocks, and that will allow the speed to fly through. Now Synq, great snowball, but he's left on the cliff. And they might know this too, considering he did not get to the neutrals, and now they definitely know. The Ice Path's going to be there, and Synq, he's going to die in a very upsetting kind of way, John. And that is a very, very unfortunate kind of death to have to take.
Oh, it certainly is. And again, LG for the side of Ehome and their big pause one, and if they don't manage to buy that space out, it can be tricky for Sylar, as LGD's just not letting off.
Xnova going to get jumped on. Nice fish route from FY, but here comes the Rolling Thunder, and they're going to have to leave Xnova, or maybe not. They're trying to go back in, but the Orchid was out on the Mars. Still Xnova, somehow alive, so they're going to just keep chasing. He's actually out of there on the Jakiro. They can't kill him off. No. Now they'll get nothing to say on the tree, and, or rather, the Nature's Prophet and the Tree Protector. Y will also go down. And somehow in hell, Xnova just walked out of there.
Oh yeah, that is just not the way you want that to go.
Yeah, they committed Sonic Wave, but the snowball dodge was there from Synq. Somnus will still get a triple. He'll get him in the end. And they'll get the T1 to be having a lot of fun. It seems very, very powerful though. Bot lane, Faith Beyond going to go on to FY, who does have the blink up, mind you. But the San's making it hard still. He survives, but the Shans are going to be out from Synq, who's currently on top of the Jakiro, and Faith Beyond is going to chase down Chalice. Chalice pops the drums, but Diffusal Blade is going to slow him down. There's no help coming in. In fact, they do pop the Sprout out, and he does go down. Meanwhile, Synq still couldn't get Xnova. He does manage to run out of there again. He does end up going down to the Tusk, but you are more than happy if you're Ehome at the moment. Well, you wouldn't expect it, would you? Ehome, they're going to have no idea until this smoke will break, but they're going to get the spear off first, and now the Echo! FY jumps in with the Meteor Hammer follow-up, and they just blow everyone up. Sylar's about to lose his bear. He'll need to respawn it ASAP, unless he dies like this, and he does. The Aegis is gone, but he still has the bear up. Old 11, meanwhile, getting controlled here by nothing to say, and he does go down. Now the Sonic Wave Somnus, trying to fight back and protect Chalice, but the fear's going to come out of Sylar. With the roots down, they will eventually get the kill, as well as Xnova on the Jakiro. It's a full team wipe, basically. Chalice is the only one to not die. And nothing to say is still on the chase on the Prophet. Chalice he'll...
In his wall. Ehome, they know where he is.
Next, Synq waiting. They get the TPs in. He just used the dagger, and oh, it's going to be Chalice dead. Maybe not. He mantas, but no. Nothing to say, does take the kill for himself, and everyone's out of there. Meanwhile, Old 11 is very, very deep on his own, and will also end up dying. So you just lose 2 cores and the
Still got that great scaling on their spec. They've still got major power spikes coming out.
11.
Oh.
He's caught out again, John. Xingqiu gonna roll in with the Rolling Thunder. They just TP in the Prophet and just wards everywhere from Ehome, scouting at everything, and they're going for the high ground.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. They need certain level spikes to come out. Like the big one is Somnus is 25.
That's a great
That's
swash
going to
out.
help them out.
Faith Beyond just keeps cancelling this Blink Dagger, and FY now going to get rolled on. The arena is there, but they already killed off the Earthshaker. Now they just go in all the way. Who are they chasing? They want the Quap, but that silence will wear off soon. So instead, they'll go after the Mars. And that'll be the Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower going down. In fact, why not just go for a Tier 3? It's timing. Roshan could dictate who could pull off the win here. Ehome, BKB going to be there from Faith Beyond. He's going to roll in. However, the Shopkeeper blocking the way. Still, the roll in from Faith is going to be out onto Somnus with the silence from Nothing to Say and the follow-up stun. They do get the kill onto the Quap. No buyback available on Somnus, and that should mean a very easy Roshan play.
Oh yeah, it's really difficult for LGD to fight without the Quap, and again,
gonna
that
try.
lack of defensive items.
Arena has been dropped. They go onto the save, but he gets the BKB off in time. Ice Path not really going to land on anything. Xingqiu does manage to kill off Old 11, and now Chalice will be targeted. The Walrus Punch does fly out. FY, he blinks in, but he gets silenced straight away by Nothing to Say. Eventually, he gets the Echo off. But what kind of reaction time was that from this Nature's Prophet?
Ooh, that's,
Did you see that?
That's sickening. Oh yeah. And
They
tap
call it.
out?
I don't blame them. The game's over.
Oh man.
Now, that's kind of
Ehome.
incredible. I mean, I don't know if he meant
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that. He may have been trying to just silence somebody else, but blink in from FY, and before he can press the R button, he gets silenced.
Yeah, it's a rough one for LGD to be an LGD favored matchup. Ehome showing us that they can pull some punches.
Petrifying techies plays from
yeah.
Ehome. That's what I'm expecting.
Intrigued. You'd really expect that early aggression with Y. Well, I mean, Y's still around, but he did opt for the Stroke of Fate first, so you're not seeing the blast off Inkswell. Although they catch X-Nova out.
Now he's dead. Battery assault's there. They should have plenty of damage, and X-Nova, he's going to have a hell of a game this game if this is going to happen to him every time. Quick first blood.
Yeah, it's a rough time though. They catch Chalice out in the battery assault cogs.
Yeah, but Sylar, he's even lower right now on the jug. In fact, never mind. Apparently Chalice was lower. He does go down in the Naga Siren. And, well, Sylar, he barely got away with the spin.
Yeah, and this is where that trade-off starts to not pay off. You've given one death to the Naga. This is the point where the clock just gets a free lane. Fate Beyond's got 6, so he can rotate out, although...
He's in trouble again. He doesn't have spin this time around, and Xingqiu is there, but he can't really help him. Now FY wants to go more. FY doesn't really land the shards. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's too close to the Tier 1 tower to really keep going. And they're not going to be able to push LGD. They've got to let it go for a bit and just try to get some farm for themselves. But Faith Beyond, he's just going to get started on the Ember and a great hook shot out, but it's not quite enough. The silence didn't wear... Although, blast off, yeah, the rocket flare's going to be there. Xingqiu will just try to make a run for it now, and looks like he will get taken out by FY. The Warrior's Punch will connect, and now Old 11 misses the spear on Faith Beyond. And Faith with the battery assault is going to be able to take down the Mars. In fact, Nothing to Say is going to come in and clean that one up. They're going for more. X-Nova just trying to run his way out. Nothing to Say couldn't really latch on with the Aether Remnant. X-Nova going to try and go for the TB play. Inkswell will not make it there from Y. Mid lane, Nothing to Say. Going to jump back in onto Somnus. Clears out the creep wave, but FY's there with the snowball still to simulate. Gonna allow him to get out. Now the hook shot in from Faith Beyond. Straight onto FY, but a great Will-O-Wisp. And the blast off. It's not going to be enough, but the mine will be. They do get the Tusk kill, and now Somnus forced to just get out of there. Old 11 trying to come in for an arena onto Faith Beyond, but Looks like he can't really reach, perhaps wants nothing to say, but no, he is within range now. A great chains there from Somnus with the Illuminate flying through, and they do get the Void Spirit, but now the Soulbind is going to come out with the double silence and the Omni Slash flying through, just demolishing the side of LGD. They do lose 2 already. Now it's Ember just trying to make a run for it, and he has to as well, because CNQ does have Blast Off once again. You don't want that silence on your Ember. Not when he's this low in HP.
Riding on Chalice. Everyone else on Ehome still keeping up good pace.
Old 11 going to be in trouble down at the bot lane. Sala going to rotate in with the spin. Arena was committed, but he'll just spin through the walls. Now just wanting to back off as he has Omni in 10 seconds. But why? He'll survive as Faith Beyond. He's going to hook shot in onto X Nova. They do drop the Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't do enough. Or maybe perhaps it does. They do kill off Y, and now Faith Beyond also going down. Sala does at least get X Nova on the Keeper of the Light. And he still has that Omni Slash, and he does have to commit. In fact, it's going to be a decent one, or perhaps not, as it does jump through the neutrals. But at least he does kill off FY before he will go down himself. And Somnus is the one to leave the team fight with a triple kill.
Oh yeah, that's a real LGD's growth here. Like, it's a 3k advantage, but again, all of that's just on Chalice. It's not being spread out, so...
Shot with the silence out and the secondary silence from CNQ with the Will-O-Wisp being dropped. It will not help. Somnus just explodes, and now nothing to say, looking for more. He won't be able to catch Old 11, who is going to go in for a spear. He doesn't really have the arena. FY will go in, and now the Omni is being committed. It doesn't do too much, however. He'll just bounce through a lot of illusions for Faith Beyond with a double cogs out, and now the Aether Remnant does catch out Old 11, and X Nova, he'll also go down. They just can't fight into Ehome.
No, then that's the difference when CNQ's around. That additional silence is just so much control.
How is it
onto
balanced?
Ember?
But 5 seconds at level 2, 7 seconds at max level blast off.
Oh,
I get it's on a 35-second cooldown.
Without his Yules, he needs that self-purge to save himself. Without it, he's just a sitting duck, and he is just 1 part off. It's about 50 gold. Once you have that, you've got more leeway, but they're not going to let off until that item's up. And Ehome, we're forcing movement down bot.
Oh, 11, he got baited. He got baited again. Faith Beyond gonna hook shot in. CNQ
Oh, God.
gonna be there, and
Oh,
I mean, I talked about the silence, John, the status trap. A 5-second route at max less trap explodes, and what do you do?
Oh, you just die.
Yeah, you just
There are no options there.
hook shot Faith right into the creep wave. Not really on point that time around, and they'll go for the arena with the spear onto Faith. He'll survive for now, however. Not really dying. In fact, there's not really mines around here, so they can take this fight, LGD. But now the Soulbind with the double silencers out. They're just going to take down FY and Old 11. Oh, it just never into the Mjolnir. They're going to smoke up. And looks like they want to go into the triangle of the Radiant, where they would find Chalice. Faith, hook shot is going to land perfectly. Sala, do you want to commit the Omni straight away? No, they just want the silences first, and now with the Omni, they will get the kill on X Nova. Could be the next target, and he is. FY, he got in there to try and help out, but it may cost him his life. However, an arena in the background actually taking out Y, but he won't die. Back onto Chalice, it seems. Chalice is going to run right into them, but Faith can't get the hook off. He hits an illusion still. They have the Ags on the Void Spirit, so they can silence him up just constantly. And now Sylar going to go in with the spin, but he doesn't really have an angle for the Omni yet. They'll go after Y instead. A great shards out from FY, blocking them off from joining the team fight. They do kill off Y. CNQ getting very low. He gets the blast off, but he's been songed up, and he's almost certainly just going to die now. They do also go for Faith Beyond, and Faith, he's been speared to a tree. And it was just all off the shards of FY, John. He blocked 2 heroes out of that team fight. But how do you take the Roshan now? You can't.
Oh,
they can't do it.
You plant it when it's up, but it's a fairly long cooldown. There's quite a fair bit of downtime, and that's something...
Nothing to say. Walrus Punch, Snowball with the spear in arena. He is going to drop, and he does. Faith tries to hook shot in on Old 11, but the Mars has the BKB up, and now, well, the Soulbind is there, but it's not really going to do enough as everyone is dying. But FY, he ran into the mines, and they just blew him up. They didn't waste their time. They just took whatever kill they could get. Now they'll continue this team fight. Sylar, he has Omni in 5 seconds, but his team is dying around him. He'll have to make a run for it, but now the Will-O-Wisp being committed here from X-Nova. And Somnus, he wants to go for the kill. Sylar just going to continue making a run for it. And they could potentially try for the Roshan now. But Synq, I mean, you could just keep sending illusions in like this onto the T2 tower. I mean, it's one way to just get the job done. But instead, eventually, they're going to start another team fight. They do have nothing to say there in the chains, but he does get himself out. But they do now definitely, I was about to say secure the tier 2, but there's the glyph coming out. I suppose they just continue to look for a team fight, but Faith does get a hook shot onto Chalice. He's just so tanky with that Heart of Tarask that Faith couldn't actually stick around and do anything. Now FY going on the clockwork, but he's fairly tanky as well. In fact, this task is falling too low and does end up going down. Faith somehow still alive, but does finally drop there to old 11. Now the Song being committed just to get everyone out of there. Ehome, they will not even bother trying to chase. They'll just let LGD get out.
Yeah, it's the...
Fly almost done on Chalice. There's no real rush here. Although, hookshot out from Faith Beyond. They have caught out Somnus. That'll be his Aegis going down. But FY jumps in with the snowball to save onto the, not to save Void Spirit. Meanwhile, Arena is going to catch out 3 of them, but nobody's helping out old 11. He's just going to run out of there. Sylar, meanwhile, trying to help out Wire, but he does end up dying. Who are they going on? It's both teams wanting to back off now as the buyback was there from the Grimstroke. Faith doesn't really have another hook shot yet, and he does get speared anyway. Now, chains around. LGD looking to try and reinitiate, but Faith does commit the cogs and pushes them back, and now the Soulbind with the double silencers out. But Chalice will commit the Song, and it's a nice one at that. They are all grouped up. This could be a disaster here from Ehome as the spear does connect once again. They kill off Wire, they kill off Faith Beyond, and everyone else is getting fairly low here on the side of Ehome. But Chalice, he's about to die. Ehome, they just concentrate on the Naga Siren, but he's still running out. No, the Mjolnir proc will get him, but still, they lose 4. It's only Synq left. He's popping mines everywhere, but it will not matter. They do snowball in FY. He has had enough of this techies. He can't really reach. In fact, nothing to say now will buy back. Onto the task and does kill him off. And ultimately, I believe LGD won that outright. There's just mines everywhere scatting out this smoke. Though, Walrus Punch is going to catch out Synq. Challenge is going to be right behind. There's a status trap with mines. FY, he's just gone. They can't fight him. Oh, Chalice, he's dead. Oh, you're joking. He kills off Chalice and FY, and they're still going. Faith Beyond does hookshot in. They have got the Yule Scepter on old 11, but he does get the BKB off in time. Oh, what the hell?
Slash does get a lot more potent as well.
Faith, hookshot. Somnus does get caught. They just smoked up, but it's going to be cancelled, and now the cogs push back. Somnus, he'll pop the BKB, jumping in on the backlines. He's got Y there on the Grimstroke, and Faith Beyond also will die, but here we go. They're going into the mines once again. There goes Somnus. He does end up dying to Sylar. But how do you deal with Chalice the second time? Well, apparently Synq will just do it by himself with these mines being thrown out, but they need more help. Nothing to say. He'll just jump himself out of there. They are making the chase. Arena will not connect. He'll be fine to get out.
Where?
In the mid lane.
No, I can't count.
Nevertheless, Faith Beyond. There's a lot of mines there. FY and old 11 getting blown up once again. Nothing to say. Gonna just try and go back in onto Chalice as Faith is gonna die. Now Somnus moving forward, trying to get that Void Spirit. They do get the stuns off on Sylar. He has the Omni, but he needs to commit now. Even with those illusions, but Chalice will pop more illusions out. So Sylar does not get that much damage out of there, but it doesn't matter. They're still winning the team fight. Somnus needs to get out on the Ember. And that is exactly what he'll try and do. But now the Inkswell with the Astral Step and the Blast Off. It connected on Somnus. But the Song is there in time from Chalice to be able to get him out. Or is it Synq the mines? Oh, was that an illusion dodge on the damage?
I think so. I think he was out of...
The kill onto Synq. They just know they can't do anything without that. Sylar, that's a dangerous position, sir. Will Manta Hookshot going to be there from Fate. They want to make the chase now with the Orchid up, nothing to say.
no
They'll
mana.
grab onto that Naga Siren. She has no mana, but she'll eat the cheese and be fine. Now Old 11 gets the arena off, but Song has been popped. Q, he'll get out of the arena and be just fine. And this team fight continues. However, Old 11 for some reason's on the high ground now. Faith Beyond and Nothing to Say will both die. And Sylar, he's a sitting target now. Or perhaps not, they jump back in on Old 11. They take out the Mars and now Chalice, or rather Somnus, will lose his Aegis.
Oh.
They do it again. They do get the bashes off. Sylar just bashes him up and they get the kill. Alright. And now the chase is on for more. Nobody else left to go after, I don't believe. Hookshd. Going back into that dire triangle, we've seen this before. It's been a very dangerous predicament for them the last time, but Arena is going to catch out Faith Beyond. He tried to hookshot out, but it's not going to be there in time, and now Faith should die, but Sylar, he's trying to help out. He does have the Omni. Will-O-Wisp has been dropped. He will not drop the Omni there, but no, he does. FY, he'll go down, and now Chalice, there's that Omni Slash, doing so much damage, and he just rips apart the back lines. Will-O-Wisp is out, but it's doing absolutely nothing. And LGD, they're looking really, really bad right now. That'll be 4 gone. The only one left is Somnus, and nothing to say. He's on the chase. He can't quite find him. Somnus will be fine to just get himself out. And I'll,
Is he?
Somnus. Uh-oh. Yules is going to be there. Aether to lock him in. Is this a full
no.
team wipe? It is. Nothing to say. He does get him. And John,
That's sick.
I mean, the saddest part for us is we've got to watch these mines constantly now to see where they're going. Because otherwise, we don't know when someone's going to blow up. And in fact, it's time to fight. FY, he's gone in again. This is a dangerous, dangerous time. Or maybe it's not. They hook shot in. They're going to try and burst them down ASAP. But there's that status trap exploding now. Ehome still getting pretty low, but here comes Nothing to Say. Joining in the mines. They start exploding. Still going. They do take down Old 11. And Old 11, he does finally buy back. They could definitely take this team fight. Or maybe they can't, because Omni Slash is still up on Sylar. And he's currently sitting at 41k net worth up against the Naga Siren. My god.
Whew. Jesus. That is a wild mark. Look, it's still marching in, Mike. More to come. This is not the spot LGD wants to force out, but they've got to defend.
You've got to do it somehow, but there's mines coming up, John. How do you do it? Hookshot in onto Somnus with the silencers out. They're going to blow him up. Somnus, he gets hexed up. He's down. He'll buy back. But the mines, they're too close.
Oh my god.
They're too close. Don't run that way. Get out of there. Chalice, he's right on top of him right now. He'll Abyssal Blade. He will take down one. The Aegis is down, but the mines, they blow up FY and Old 11. They are gone. They'll buy back on FY and on Somnus. They're trying. Nothing to say. He'll jump into the cogs, onto Chalice and that Omni Slash, just ripping him apart. Chalice is gone. I believe the game's over. They're trying. They are trying to hold out, but the GG well played has been called.
Oh my god.
What did I just watch, John? What did I just watch?
You watched LGD, after 2 weeks of banning out the techies, giving it to Q. And this is why